Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Today, it's going to be ByuL versus Terror here on Fighting Spirit. Top right, brown Terran, it is ByuL. And in the bottom left, we've got a white Zerg player, it is Terror, under his well-known Smurf name, 1A, 2A, 3A. Alright, so a TVZ here for you on your Wednesday. Hit that like button if you're excited to see a TVZ featuring Terror versus ByuL. Two incredible Korean players. I figure I haven't casted a Terror game in a while, so pull this out of the replay folder that I got from Team Liquid, which again is an excellent source of information for Brood War, its tournaments, all the details about different units and all the players and everything you could ask for. I'm gonna listen to the Terran music and watch Terran do their thing. Bobbing my head. Meanwhile, what looks like a hatch first play here. Oh, hang on a second. We're going... Yeah, it's going to be a hatch first. This little guy here is going to be a hatch. Congratulations, you have been promoted to hatchery status, little drone. At 12 supply. Come on, there we go. 300. Ka-chow. Looks like a one racks expand here. Out of ByuL. And is this a drone scout? Yeah, so you got your pool coming down here, according to the production tab, at around 11 supply. And then we'll see an extractor being taken. Wow, scouting cross spawns on Fighting Spirit. The force is strong with Terror today. Doo-doo. Ba-dum-bum. Dun-dun. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Doo-doo. Ba-dum-bum. Boom. Ba-dum-bum. Look, you can do this. You can pretend you're a probe. No, he can't win that. Get back in there and fight. I guess more SCVs were coming anyway. So we delay construction on the natural a little bit. A Marine's out now, so Marine Bob is not going to allow this to happen at all. Get out of here, drone. Good scout, though. Scouted the timing on that expansion. Tells him everything that he needs to know. Whoa! Macro hatch coming up inside Terra's base before that gas. Ooh, okay, this is interesting. What are we going to do here, Terra? What's your plan? Taking your gas here at 13 supply. I mean, this is fairly common. We do see this from Zerg players getting that macro hatch up, especially on Fighting Spirit, but it's going to be slow lings for some time because that gas is mega ultra delayed. So, I mean, but you can get away with it, right? Because if you go for a fast command center as a Terran, you're not going to go for an attack fast. It's not a one base, 2 racks opening or 3-4 racks opening, something crazy like that, which can be really hard to deal with if you went for a hatch first play and don't have any speedlings or anything. But at this stage, everything's cool. SCV gets the scout off, sees the macro hatch, recognizes gas is being taken. Which, if there was no gas, would tell me there's going to be a super fast third base, probably here. But as it stands, not super fast. Alright, so the Marines are covering the ramp, which means 2 SCVs die under their watch. ByuL! Just let 2 SCVs die because you were too guardy of this ramp right here. Unfortunate result for those SCVs, but a lesson learned is an important lesson. Lair coming up here. Probably won't see the third base until mutas are out then. Or lurkers even. Ooh, second gas being taken. This is heavy. This is heavy Ultralisk play based on the timing of that second extractor. This SCV still running around. Recognizes these guys do not have speed, nor will they have it for any amount of time here. So I can get some scouting done. There's not much you can do about it. You can poke me every once in a while, but I'm going to get a beautiful scout on this early gas. Look at this. ByuL. Boss monster. Sees that happening. Recognizes the lair timing too. This this is why you don't delay your speed for so long, I guess. But, alright, scouting's a thing. ByuL's decided what he's gonna do is, number one, try to kill this Overlord. Ooh, couldn't find him, though. Somebody just pinged something up here. I don't know where these Marines are going, to be honest with you. I guess they're hunting for the Overlord, but he's just kind of trying to stay in a place where he can't die. I'm not sure if that exists. I think he's going to get sandwiched right here. Yep. Terry the Overlord! No! Save him! There's not enough Lings to save him. He dead. So, Ling's cruising out. Speed's done now. Now you're all in big, big trouble. Spire on the way. Tons of gas for Terror. Look at how much gas there is here. Yeah, look at these Lings chasing everyone down. This group, all sorts of toast. There's a fire bat in the mix. Boy, that fire bat died, but he helped immensely in cleaning out those Zerglings for sure. So, I don't know. If you want to keep pushing, I wouldn't necessarily say no to that from ByuL here. He's got medics, he's got Marines. He's working on the range upgrade. There's really only one sunken here, but again, if they get scouted coming across, this will be 3 sunkens for sure. So I don't know. Look at this. Gosh heavens, we're already at 800 gas, and the Spire's not even done yet. This is a heavy investment into Mutalisks. Comsat station on the way. Engineering bay is here. Going to start missile turrets in about 20 seconds, would be my guess. Oh, never mind. Right now. Right this very second, we are making turrets. Production tab says so. I just missed it. Just missed it here on the end. Yeah, so 9 Mutalisks instantly produced. He can make another one if he wants and go for 10. He might not have the larva for it, though, to be honest. Like, that is 3 on each hatchery. So, yeah, there you go. There's the 10th. Got another larva ready to go. So, 10 Mutalisks, 11 Mutas immediately at 6 minutes. Third hatch coming in. ByuL, if he wants to go for it, he can probably get there before the Mutas pop out and chase him down. Oh, moving out with these Mutalisks. Something that RJB said the other day in the Discord server, which, by the way, Discord server is a fun place if you want to hang out with other Brood War fans. You know, play matches against each other, UMS stuff during the week. You don't have to wait for Sunday for that. But I'll put a link to the Discord in the description here. Additionally, I do post pictures of my cat, Cinnamon. There's a pets channel, so if you want to see Falcon's cat, if that's attractive to you at all, check it out. Discord server. At this point, I'm sure you know what Discord is. It's been around forever. My server is like 3 years old at this point, so yeah. Alright, so the Mutalisks decide not to deal with the Marines and the medic out in the middle of the map. They're just going to try to pick off as many of these turrets as they can, and there's 11 of them, so they can pick off pretty easily. It's basically a 2 volley, 3 volley, I guess with repairing, I don't know. Very nicely done. Mutalisks, one of them went down, but the other ones are looking okay. You going in there? I heard that stims. We're going to stim, heal up, but then the stim's worn off. So some free Hydralisks. Very nice stuff. Lurker Den is not done, or Lurker Aspect is not researched yet. So we're probably going to want to sunken this up, if I had to guess. Or we just jump on it. Okay, so the Mutas come home. Lose a Mutalisk. And then the medics all die. So again, what I was saying, RJB in the Discord server said that the current thinking for ZVT is you never move out with that first group of Marines and medics because they're just going to die. Like, there's really no way to keep them alive, and they're not going to do enough damage to really mean anything. So that's why current Koreans, for the most part, will just stay home and deal with the Mutalisks that try to harass. I don't know. Again, it's all about the meta. It's evolving. It's changing over time. Oh, we lost another Mutalisk from this group. Goodness. But 5 Lurkers coming in, and a Hive is on the way at 9 minutes. Sub 10-minute Hive gets me excited as a Zerg player. I love seeing that tack at 10 minutes. On the other side of it, it's more and more barracks. Science facility is on the way. That's basically the Hive, if you're a Terran, right? Man, it keeps... I don't know if ByuL's target firing the wounded Mutalisks or what, but this is some really nice connections coming on in here from these Marines. You can't really target individual Mutalisks, which, man, he got another one, though. I mean, you can't. That's the whole point. Oh, my gosh. Another one died. Okay, so he'd like to be able to put the Lurkers at the top of this ramp so that he can protect his third base, but he can't because the Marines are in position to prevent that from happening, and now the third base is in trouble. So Lings are going to buy as much time as they can, and actually, you know what? whittling down this Marine count enough that everybody just dies. Oh my gosh, another Muta went down. Okay, so the Muta count has gone from 11 to 4. Not ideal. Defiler mound on the way from the Zerg. Siege mode coming in from ByuL. You'd think this is July, but according to Team Liquid, this is definitely ByuL. JYLT. If you put JYLT in StarCraft into Google, it thinks that it's July. It is not July, it's ByuL. Verified. Verified name. Going for it. Trying to jump on this right now. Okay. Dead siege tank. A bunch of Marines died. This is looking really dicey for ByuL all of a sudden. He doesn't have okay, he does have siege mode. Sieging this tank up would not be a bad thing right now, I don't think. Science vessel is on the way. Oh, there's already one here. Another one's coming in. Consumes on the way. Adrenal glands here. 2 for the Zerglings. It's an upgrade you never want to skip. Even if there's 0/0 lings, you don't want to skip it. Scourge ready to go in case the science vessel comes too far out of its comfort zone. And it's probably 4th base time. Yeah, there we go. Terra going for that 4th base here at 11 minutes. One, two, three, four, 5. You usually want to go for a couple more barracks on this 2-base play if this is what you're doing. We'll keep an eye on it. We'll keep an eye on that barracks count for ByuL. Yeah, Lurkers hear that siege sound and just run for it. Sacrificial Ultralisk trying to see what's going on over here, and it's a billion Marines and a couple siege tanks. So protecting the 4th base is of the utmost importance. If these 2 bases die, that is your GG. Additionally, it's probably 3rd base time, I would say, for ByuL, but he's throwing down more barracks, as I predicted. We're gonna... Okay, so we're gonna Dark Swarm Adrenal Ling jump on this thing. Another Dark Swarm would be pretty good, but at the very least, zoning ByuL out of this section of the map. Or, you know, just doing it again. I'll do it again, as the Goofy meme implies. And all the Ultralisks die. I mean, they did their job, I guess. But we need some of that Dark Swarm. It's that Dave Chappelle meme. Got any more of that Dark Swarm? Science Vessel down. But guess who there are more of? There are more Science Vessels. Irradiate on the Defiler. I mean, it's almost... You're on a timer, right? You want to throw down another Consume and then another Spell and then die before you die is generally how this works. Because really, either Plague or Consume is amazingly good. So even if, you know, you can only toss down one of them, it's going to probably pay for you, you know? Ultralisk Cavern on the way. Not too surprised by that based on that Hive timing. Nidus Canal right at the gosh darn front. Oh, there's 2 of them. Is that bait? That's really strange. Like that, I don't think that Nidus Canal connected to anything. Dark Swarm. Oh, nice. Science Vessel snipe coming in from an unexpected angle. Terror, you boss. That was amazing. So now there's no irradiates available. There's no on-the-fly detection available. And ByuL's got to back out here a little bit. But man, he's got a big old scary +2 attack. Stim range army. +1 armor is going to finish up just very soon. It's Plague time. Or a quick Dark Swarm, and then everybody dies. Dark Swarm, probably the best bet in that situation. Plague-oo! A beautiful Plague-oo! Oh, jeez, all these guys. They're all very dead. They just don't know it yet. They're walking dead men. Or you allow them to drain all the energy off of these medics so they can't be useful for a while. Lings run out, see what we're dealing with, or perhaps that was a bad rally. I don't know. I don't know what that was. Bunch of Lings do jump up on here and kill these dudes. Try to get the siege tank as well. That does not work out so well for them. But I mean, 2 siege tanks out front here aren't going to do a whole lot. Oh, Science Vessel down in exchange for a dead... Ooh, hang on. Consume. And get it off, get it off. Got the Plague off. Okay, Plague-oo before he died. So Dark Swarm and a Plague on that Defiler. Again, probably paying for himself. These Marines chase... That was not great control from ByuL, but it happens sometimes. Lings really want to kill these siege tanks. And, oh my gosh, 1 HP. A single HP on that siege tank. He's got 9 kills. Very proud of himself. The contain is continuing here out of ByuL. He's up 128 to 79 supply, 14 minutes. I don't know. I mean, we got Ultralisks coming in, so that's going to have to be how Terra gets back into this game, is Ultras. Because it's all sorts of Marines. There are, I think, 2 siege tanks on the field right now. Third base is done out of ByuL. The Science Vessel count is not super great at this stage of the game. All right, so the siege tanks are dead. Hold on. Micro, though. Wow, 45 HP, keeping him alive. Staying alive, staying alive. Oh, we're dropping up here? Seriously? I don't know if you want to drop up here. You're going to get plagued. And plague. Oh, that's so delicious. Just get back inside the dropships, everyone. This is a terrible place to unload. And it was. I don't even know what killed that drone, to be honest with you. So we're going to Scourge one of those. We unload back here, but I mean... Nope, that's not working out either. Let's Scourge get a hit. Scourge did not get a hit. More Science Vessels coming in, though. 4 of them. I mean, this set... Man, Terror is like the lowest econ trying to break out. Finally gets that siege tank, and I think that might be the last remaining siege tank on the map. It's gone now. We saw Ultralisks, though, man. Are we really going to try to do this with just Marines? We don't have the armor upgrade. Guess we can irradiate every one of these dudes. They're so slow. When they don't have anabolic synthesis, they're so slow. And surprisingly easier to kill. I mean, again, I understand that having a speed upgrade in StarCraft does not mean that your unit is tankier or hits harder. But by golly, Zealots with speed are about 1,000 times better than slow Zealots. Zerglings with speeds are 1,000,000 times better than Slowlings. And Ultralisks with speed are pretty much the same story. They're way better than slow Ultras. There we go. See, these guys have speed. They're cleaning up their enemy. That's the problem with these guys up here. They were slow. Okay, these guys are fast now, and they're terrible too. So we burr down. Trying to protect the Lurkers to some extent here. Marines, nah. Get out of here, Ultralisk. Lurker. Whoa. Big explosive Lurker spine there. He does die, but he took about 10 Marines with him. Splash damage, man. It's what you gotta have. These little cheap units, the Marines, the Zerglings, you don't have the splash damage against those things, you're gonna have a bad time. There we go. Flank attacks coming in left side, bottom side. Not, ooh, one hit with the Scourge. The other one doesn't get target fired by the Marines, though. That was a, you know, kind of a, what am I trying to call it here? An even result for both of those players. A draw, I think is the word I was going for. So more Ultralisk all the time from Terror. Terror is one of those dudes who will just keep making Lings and Ultras and Defilers until the end of time. Bottom right-hand base. Looking good. Protected by what feels like an easy-to-break little wall of Marines and Medics here. But, dude, it's 135 to 94 supply right now. ByuL is kind of kicking it. He's doing amazingly well. I don't know. Slow Overlords, huh? You sent slow Overlords out? That's probably just a bad rally, if I had to guess. Not enough Scourge for as many Science Vessels as they are. Nice play goo on a couple of them. But more irradiates coming down. It's just like as soon as you're irradiated with an Ultralisk. Okay. Alright. That was fine. Like as soon as you're irradiated, if you're an Ultralisk, you just want to get in there and start fighting. Because you're never regaining all of your HP. I know you regenerate technically, but you're not regenerating all of it before the game is over or before you die in battle. Yeah, this is looking pretty darn good out of ByuL. So again, this is one of those situations where if the Zerg player wins, all my Terran fans in the chat are going to be like, why didn't the Terran transition into mech? That was stupid. But if the Terran wins, you'll all be quiet, right? I will not get any of those comments about, hey, look! A completely bio Terran defeated an elite Zerg player who's going Ultras and Lings and Defilers without making any mech whatsoever. I'm just saying, I see it. I see the difference in the comments. You only come out when the Terran loses doing this. When they win doing this, it is just crickets. Because I kind of feel like ByuL's got this thing in the bag, to be honest with you. It's just too much. I mean, the Dark Swarm is good. The Plague is good. The Ultras are good. The Lings with the upgrades are good. But he just back out of the Dark Swarm. He eats your plagues. Left side base has been taken here, but it is 46 to 50 workers. And I just think that Terror has spent too much time on the back foot here today. He hasn't been on the offensive. He really only ever set up that one attack here at the third base that didn't do much. That bunker is still alive. He's never threatened this bottom right area at all. And look at this. Ultra's top of the ramp. We're willing to sacrifice a couple Marines so that the Ultralisks die here. That's a great trade for us. Absolutely. Marine medic, man. Another Ultralisk down. The new connections on the science vessels. Ooh, last second target fire on that Scourge to keep that science vessel alive. Well, not entirely, but those Scourge going down here as well. And yeah, left side base toast. So it's 4 base to 4 base right now. This Defiler hanging out. Probably going to die. Not really running for it at all. And Terror's like, what do I do? Like, Terror looks more lost in this game than I've seen him in a long time. Yeah, Scourge trying to connect on stuff that there's nothing for them to connect on. There we go. Decent connections that way, but I mean, he's going for the jugular here. ByuL is trying to take down this Ultralisk. He's got the 6 armor, which is hard to bust through, but you can. You can totally do it. And at this stage of the game, Sunkens aren't as big of a deal. You've got 3-3. Lings are coming up here trying to deal with this. It looks like there might be enough to handle this initial group. But guess who's got reinforcements coming across? Yeah, it's ByuL. He's still been macroing his little heart out right now. And by his little heart, I mean his big heart. He's really good at StarCraft. It's just too much. It's 163 to 79 supply. The Irradiates are paying for themselves. The Plagues and the Dark Swarms are paying for themselves. Absolutely, yes. But, I mean, the Ultras are away from home. The Science Vessels are unopposed, and good game. Terror taps out. And ByuL is your winner in 21 minutes and 51 seconds. That was amazing. Absolutely, absolutely incredible, incredible match. Great job by ByuL there, taking down Terror. And again, look, it's viable. It's super viable, Terran fans. As evidenced by this game, as evidenced by a lot of games where the Terran wins by going 8 racks, 9 racks, I don't know. You just make racks based on how many bases you have. And then, yeah, look at this. Not even bothering with gas at this base because he doesn't need it. His gas is all going entirely to medics and science vessels. It wasn't super duper clean played by ByuL either. He lost a couple science vessels by being a little bit careless, especially in this area of the map. Terror had the Scourge going, but I really feel like maybe Terror rushed a little bit to this tech, right? Fast hive, fast Defiler mound, fast plague, fast consume, fast Ultralisk cavern. And he just didn't really ever get up the economy powering to handle all that. Right, this 5th base didn't get up until late, and I'm not sure how much mining it got done before it died, to be honest with you. And then just no pressure on the other side of the map. This one little attack was not enough. He could have sent, I really feel like he could have sent a couple Lurkers and like one Ultra and a handful of Lings to break this. But he was so on the defensive because ByuL was just not giving up, letting up at all. Not letting up once. And as a result, the pressure was real. 3-3 Marines, not a bad unit. Irradiate available on science vessels, really good too. And GG goes to ByuL. Nicely done. Really impressive. All right, end of the day, 147,000 points for ByuL, 136,000 points for Terror. I gotta say, I did not expect this outcome. I thought Terror would win this game. Look, even less APM, 260 APM on average. You'll notice he wasn't spamming in the early stages of the game, ByuL. And Terror was spamming the whole time. But the kill-death ratio is just, look at this, a 3-2 kill-death ratio for the Terran. That's amazing. That's really impressive to do against somebody like Terror. And then resources, just more minerals mined for ByuL here. Did get outspent, but only by about 2,000. Which again, you're the Zerg player, you're going to win this thing. You need to outspend your Terran opponent by way more than 2,000. So all the ingredients were there for a Terran win, and ByuL made it happen. All right, excellent. Excellent, excellent. All right, that's going to be it for me today. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching. You take care of yourself.